Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. So I just want to begin by doing a quick flip through of the two journals that we were making together. I did pretty much finish these, so I just want to show you because there were some things that I added that I actually did not do on camera. So I would like to let you guys see that. So front cover, these were made out of Amazon bubble millers, bubble envelopes. And I just took one envelope, split it in half, made two journals. So we did the majority of it together. But I figured I would do just a quick flip through, especially if somebody is new. I used both of the digital kits that I used is from Silver and Sparkles. So I will leave a link to her channel and also her Etsy shop where she has many digital kits that you can choose from. So I'll make sure that I leave the link to both of those in the description box below. Oh, sorry guys. Sometimes I forget to turn my phone down. Just a little card, like little folder that I made with some book page. I'll try to make this quick. Very pretty digitals. This one is Meadows Bloom that I used in this journal. Very, very pretty. This is part of the digital kit here. It's a pocket that I put some lace over. Use some of the paper here, and was this paper? No, this was actually a bookmark that I just backed on. Now, most of the time I got a little something there. Most of the time I print my digitals on just regular copy paper because I never know what I'm going to do with them. And then, so like some of the ephemera, it'll be printed on copy paper, and then I'll just back it into or onto some cardstock. I know, kind of a waste of materials. And this page here, I put some gesso back behind it just to kind of push the wording to the background so that, you know, this stands out. Very pretty pages. Very pretty. I added some coffee dyed paper. Another little journal card with a pocket here. This was just, it was, I don't have one to show you. It was square, so I just took and cut, like wavy lines. Wavy, I don't know. But see, look at the detail in these pages. Oh, they are just so pretty. She is just so talented. This one was just another one of the book pages that I put in here. And so I took and just tore one of the digital papers and then just inked around the edges, and I just put that over that. I don't think I showed that on camera. So pretty. I love the colors. It's like she has all my favorite colors in this digital kit here. All wrapped up in one. I did not do anything to the center. Yeah, the center of the signature. I don't know why. I normally do. And also, I want to add some beads to the end of this, which I will do. I will find some blue beads to put on there. Oh, I skipped a page. Sorry. Look at that pretty detail. And this is just a bow with some dyed cheesecloth. I believe I used Easter egg coloring to dye this cheesecloth, and then just a little bird sticker. I thought it went well with the birds in the digital kit. See, so pretty. The blues, the greens, the tans, all my favorites. Another little pocket, little tag here. I try not to do too much because, like, if I sell my journals, I want to make sure that I'm leaving plenty of room for whoever purchases it to be able to add to it, do their own thing in it. This is just some acrylic paint that I put back there just to kind of hide, like, just to push the words to the back. It doesn't cover it totally. This is the little envelope that we made together. Little closure here, just some extra pages to journal in, art, do art. Oh, and then I covered this here. I wish I had done different. I wish I had put this piece of cardstock down first and then glued my envelope on top of it, even though you'd see the flap here, but I wouldn't have cut off this, the other side of that pretty paper. But, you know, hindsight's 2020, and I'm learning as I go. So, and that's the end. This I just glued down some brown cardstock and part of the digital kit. And then I took a piece of the digital kit, folded it in half, laminated it. So we have a writing card. So we can, let's see, put it back here. And I have a flat surface to write on. And that will go back here. So that is this one. Now, this one I used the vintage green vintage wallpapers in this journal. So what I think I'm going to do with this journal, and I got to figure out how to do it, I want to do a giveaway on this journal for when I reach 200 subscribers. So this is where I need your guys' help to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Hit the notification bell, of course, then select all so you don't miss any future content from me. But also give me a like, give me a comment, share my video. I would really, really appreciate it. And then once I reach 200 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway on this journal. I have some research to do on that because, of course, I've never done it. So I want to make sure that I am doing it the best way possible. This was just like a little topper that I had made already. I put that on top. I did put the little beads on here. I thought that went well with the pages. I love this card. That is one of my favorites there. I have to say, look at this pretty paper. And this is just another one of those little notebooks that I made. Has a little tag in it. So that can be changed out however they want. Just made from a piece of book page. And then This, let's see, this is part of the digital kit here, this paper. This is fabric back here. I did this, I put, first I started out with, what do you call the pattern paper, for like cutting material out. I started with that. I did some stenciling with the distressing inks, and I put a little bit of that powder. Oh, here it is. Color burst powder. I purchased this in a pack of several different colors from Amazon. If you have not used this, you should try it at least once. It is so neat. I love it. You just sprinkle it on, spray it with water, and then you can let it run, wherever you want it to. It's pretty. And then I did use some spray. I forget which one. No, not this one. It was one of these distress spritz. I used this one, I believe. This is peacock feathers, and I just sprayed that on the page. And of course, the little sticker with the little black kitty. But look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I think it's so neat. I have some more of the digital kit. Both of these were made with papers from the digital kit as well. This is a library card right on the back. Little butterfly here. I believe that came from Renee Bouquet. And then more of the paper just with some ribbon that I cut. Put in a little pocket here. Look at that. That is so pretty. I love the pinks and the greens together. All right. I said I was going to hurry. This was a card that I actually already had made in my stash. So I thought it went well with this card, which was also already in with my stash. But it goes with her papers, her digitals in this kit here. I thought so anyways. So pretty. I love it. So this page here, it's kind of the same way. Let's see, what did I do here? I did a collage is what I did. So I used some of the digital papers along with some book page, and I glued them down and just, torn little pieces, made a collage. This right here, God, I hope you guys can see that. It is out of a book page from 1907, I believe. It's called Amy's Hope. I love that little picture. So that was kind of the center of the collage. And then I did some stenciling with texture paste, and then used some of the spray. And that was this one as well, I think. I don't know, it's awfully green. So it might have been this one. I think it was. This one's Twisted Citron. And it's kind of metallic. It's really pretty. Did some stamping over it. And then, of course, the dyed cheesecloth again with a little flower and a gem with some thread. I love using thread in my projects. More of that paper. It was hard for me to do anything like on top of this because it was so pretty. Got a little something there too. And this paper here, I made a pocket out of. It's part of the, digital kit. That's just acrylic paint back here behind it, and then some stamping. I made some little journal cards. These came from the other kit, I believe. the meadows bloom. But they had the little green flowers in them. So I added it with this. I'm mixing a little bit here. And that is so pretty. Okay, try and hurry here, because I would like to try a little project. We'll see how that. Now, these little gems, to me, it kind of reminded me of like a 1970, I don't, something they'd wear on a necklace or something in the 1970s. So I thought it went well with the wallpaper. This is just some ribbon that I did. What do you call that? I bunched it up and sewed it down the middle. That is the center of the signature, which that's the only thing I did on that. So pretty. Oh, I love it. More pretty colors. And then I just did a simple stencil here on that page. I love it. Love it, love it. And a little pocket here that I had in my stash, but it had the little green flowers, so I thought it went well. And then I just stuck a couple little things in there that I had in my stash. Oh, there's another one. But yeah, I like the little greenish blue flower. I thought it went well with these pages. And then some more stenciling on that one. Another little envelope that we made. Same thing. And I still have not decorated the back in them. But still pretty. I think so anyways. I did the same thing on here, in which, like I said, I wish I'd put that down first on the paper and then glued my envelope on, but I still like it. And you can still journal on this whole page and do whatever. Some stenciling here, some stamping, and that's stenciling on here. And then same thing. I just realized I did not do the back here. So I used one of the digital prints from this kit, folded the paper in half, laminated it, and we have a writing card. And now I have to do something to the back of this cover. I forgot to do that. So I will make sure I get that done. All right, set these aside. Now, this is a new digital kit from Silver and Sparkles as well. This is, oh, I forget the exact name of it, but it's maps. But she has some very pretty detail in these. So I printed these out on matte photo paper. And I actually made 2 copies of this. One just like regular printing. But then on this one, I went in and changed my settings to photo paper. And I got a very, like a more crisp a tint to it, color. It was more bold and brighter and just prettier. I mean, they're both pretty, don't get me wrong. Both sets are pretty. Let me see. I don't know, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. I think you might be able to tell. Maybe. Put them like that. Here. This is the photo settings. And you can just tell it's more bold with that. It might use more ink. Not sure about that, but it is a more brighter, bolder color that it comes out. But I'm actually going to use both of these for something. So these I'm going, that's a different video. Sorry. So the set I want to use with these, and then I'm going to go ahead and set those to the side for a second. Hopefully we can get to all that. If not, I'll make a part 2 on this and we'll finish it up together. So these are just brown envelopes that I have. I ordered these from Amazon. You do not have to use brand new envelopes. You can, if you want to, you can use any size envelope. You can use junk mail envelopes. Doesn't matter. Whatever you have in your stash, please do not go out and buy envelopes just for this project. Use what you have and use your imagination. Make your own envelopes if you're good at that. I have not tried that. But if you know how to make your own envelopes out of cardstock or, copy paper, go ahead and do that. So what I want to do is kind of make this into a journal. So, and hopefully I do this right. I did see this idea. This is not my own idea. I seen it on YouTube, but I forget which creator I was watching. So if I can find who I watched do this part, I will leave a link to their channel below. But I thought this is going to go with the maps very well. So I thought we'll put this in here like that, and then this one will slide. If I can pull this up. I have not pre-made any of these, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, and then this one, no, because I want, okay, yep, that one will slide in there too. So we've got double there, okay, and then this one will slide in here, like that. So then when we sew signatures in the center, these flaps, we're actually not going to sew or glue on this. This is going to be loose and be a little flip. But they're doubled up here, tripled up here. So when we sew in the signature, we don't have to worry about the binding. It's going to be together and be more reinforced, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So let's go ahead and take this back apart. Oops. All right, and then what I am going to do is excuse me, I didn't bring my drink in here with me. I am using the art glitter glue for this, and I am just going to go on this flap. Now, this is going to be the challenging part. We want to get that flap in there. Pushed in. It's okay. Where's my little t-shirt? Okay. So we've got that one glued in. And And this flap here, this is the one I was telling you about. This is not going to get glued. Of course, it'll be reinforced as well, so we can put an eyelet in here and make a closure for it. All right. So, how did I just do that? This one, I think. No. We want this one to go in here, the same pocket with that. Yes, that is going to double it up. Yep. Okay, so same thing. Put some glue. Now I will say I normally use my Beacon Fabric Tack glue for everything. Excuse me. Yes. All right. Tricky part. Sorry if I'm off camera. But we're going to give the art glitter glue a chance here. I normally use the art glitter glue on like thinner paper, and then thicker paper I use my Fabri-Tac glue, and then like making covers and stuff. Okay, there we go. That one's glued. Yeah, I think that's going to be, it should be all right. Okay, and then, oops, same thing with this one. I want to say it was 49 Dragonflies who made this little envelope. But don't quote me on that. I will find the link. All right, and then now I was thinking too that you actually, and that's right, I'll contemplate it. You could omit the signatures going in the center if you wanted to, and then put this in one of your journals around your pages if you wanted to. That's an idea. But I'm going to go ahead with the original plan of adding some signatures in the center here. But before I do that, I want to start working with these pretty pages. Did I flip through these? I don't think I did. Let's do that. Let's flip through those so you can see all the pretty artwork in these. They are truly amazing. Let's do a quick flip through. I hope you guys can see the great detail in these digitals. Looks like a little woodpecker down here, some flowers, like book pages in here. I cannot tell you what language that is, but it's beautiful writing. Some greenery, butterflies, just very, very pretty detail. More flowers. Looks like some landscape here. Little bird cage. Just gorgeous. Look at this cute little bird. I hope you guys can see that. And then some more greenery up here. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Look at these beautiful butterflies. So pretty. I just love this. I thought this would be perfect. Here's another little It may not be a woodpecker, but this reminds me of a woodpecker too. I just kind of love the mixture of everything. Um, very beautiful. Oh, I love butterflies. So that's one of my favorites. Beautiful ephemera here. Some beautiful cards. I might have to trim those down just a little bit in order to get them to fit in the envelopes, but look at those pretty flowers. Very, very beautiful. Of course, that one's my favorite. It's got the butterflies on it. And this page here, I absolutely love. I love the neutral of it. Not sure exactly how I'm going to incorporate this in here, but we're going to use it. Well, really, I don't quite know exactly where each page is going to go. Maybe that one should be the center. So, okay, let's get started. Let's pick what we want for the front cover here. And I know which one, because maybe I love the one with the little butterflies up here in the corner. All right, I am going to go ahead and trim off my white. I'll do that off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so got them all trimmed. Ready? Start. How we're going to. Oh. And even if I use it on the front flap, but we open it up, we see the butterflies. Okay, so we are going to need that, a pencil. Okay. Mark where I want to cut that. And then I want to leave just a little bit of an edge of the envelope. So give me just a second. I am going to cut this down. Didn't get that too short. Nope, I think that's going to be perfect. Where's my walnut stain? Right there. Oops. Okay. We are going to ink the edges. And you can ink the edges of your envelopes as well, especially if you're using white envelopes. I think since I'm using brown envelopes, I don't think I'm going to. And I can always do that later as well if I decide that I do want the edges inked. Okay, let's use some glue. And a good glue stick would probably work on this as well. So you wouldn't have to use the liquid glue if you don't want to. I think that's going to work. Make sure I'm pushing that glue out towards the edges. And there I did. I forgot to turn my phone down again. It is probably my kids. Excuse me. Okay, so okay. Oh, but shoot, if I do that and I trim around the edges, then I'm not going to have the brown showing through. Hmm. I think it's a little too late since I put the glue on there. So, if you want the edge showing through, just line this up where you want it, trace it, and then cut it maybe like a quarter of an inch, probably like an eighth of an inch shorter than your pattern. I hope that makes sense. I hope it does. Don't do as I did if you want your brown edge. So this I will end up inking. So now I am going to just trim off the excess here. Regardless, I think it's still going to turn out pretty. And we'll say not because of me, but because of Silver and Sparkles and her magnificent designs on these. Okay. It's a little busy. I think inking this one is going to help. Since I did my boo-boo, and hopefully that's the only one throughout, but probably not. I think that's better. Okay. All right, let's cover the inside of this. This will be our little travel notebook. How about that? Yeah, I might go ahead and ink the edges of this journal. I think it's going to help tone everything down. My little bubble. Oh, here. Hang on. So, line it up where we want it. We want to give ourselves plenty of space here. All right, and then trace it like that. Come in just a tad. Like that. That's our new little pattern, even though it's not very straight, but it's going to turn out okay. Nope, it's actually still too big. So we're going to go trim off some more. Okay. Just want to make sure, yeah, that's going to be good. All right, let's ink it. We went camping this weekend out on Brookville Lake. If any of you know where that's at. It's very pretty out there. Went camping with our girls. And oh my goodness, it was so hot. So I think my husband and I have decided we are not camping in July anymore. Any month but July. I like camping, like spring and fall. I mean, I like summer too, but not when we have a heat index of 105, which I didn't realize it was going to be that hot. But guess what? It was. Oops. There we go. So that's how I should have done the front cover. Right here. I know that's busy, but I like it. I like that. That is pretty. Okay, sorry. So let's trace this. All right. And then I am going to go in and cut it just a little bit smaller. I think that's going to work. Of course, let's ink it. I could have frayed the sides too. Like use the side of my scissors and went around the edges for my little thing that I got. Oh, much better. Okay. Now that I have the right side, okay. And I will say that some of the mistakes that we make, that we know we've made, other people they don't know. They don't know we made a mistake. We only see that in our own work, and I learned that when I was with crocheting. When I crochet and I make a mistake in my blankets I'm making, nobody notices but me. All right, now, yep, let's do that. I think the neutral might offset because we've got the maps going, and then this will kind of do a little offset on that. All right, so let's measure where we're going to cut. Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness, that never happens. At least I didn't get them too short. Yeah, I thought I would give some photo paper. And this is the matte photo paper. And honestly, I don't see a difference between this and cardstock. But that's just me. Should I get the corners good? Not really worried if a little glue seeps out. You can wipe that off. Line it up as good as I can. Push the glue to the edge. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. And you know what? I think I'm okay with there not being anything right there. Especially once, oh, excuse me. Once we get, let's see if I can ink this edge here. Some ephemera down in there. Oh my goodness. I think that's good. I'm just trying not to get it back there, but it looks like I did. It's okay. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. Okay. So yeah, temperatures, it was awful. I ended up getting overheated and got a headache last night. Still have a headache today. All right, so let's do these two. Get it lined up where I want it. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Okay, I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and ink these edges the best we can. I'm not doing very well on this. I love making little journals out of envelopes. It is fun. I've never done it like this before. Make sure. Okay. I normally do it a little different. So I think I did one on a video. Little envelope journal. But I saw this little idea and I thought this is a great idea. You can do so much with this. Okay. All right. Glue. Get my little bubble off. Okay. Push glue to edges. Okay. Got my glue here. Oh, got a little bit right there. I don't want to glue our little flap down here. Alright, so now, yep, I am going to use the other side, I think. Yes, yes I am. Okay. Trace. Oh. And cut. I think that's good. And I got my words the right direction. That's plus. Okay. Push the glue to the edges. Now I have to put some more glue down here. Just a bit. Okay. Okay. Oh no, you know what I did? I forgot to ink that. We've got this one and the back side. So let's do the back side. It's gonna be quick. Perfect. Ink. Hi, dog. What are you doing? Jax. Perfect. Love it. All right. One more. Right here. Oh, come here. Squish. Squish the glue. Okay, so we got it all. Yep. Pretty little pages here. I cut that just a little too short. All right, so let's do the signatures real quick, and then we will call it quits for the moment. There it is. All right. So I am just going to use 5 pages, and it is just going to be the coffee dyed copy paper. So get these folded real quick, and then we will get them trimmed down. All right. Ziggy. Come on. Okay. Alright, so we're putting these in the center here. So, line it. Bottom. Oh, knocked my glue over. I am going to cut right there. And then right there. Oh, I hate trimming the outside pages because, you know, when you fold them and as you put them together, it kind of, it's like each one gets a little longer, but it gives this little staggered look. That's okay. Okay. Close that so we don't hurt ourselves. Okay. That's going to be good. All right. So, line my papers up here where I want them. Get to the center. Okay. All right. Now, I wanted to show you this real quick. The little flap, I don't want my signatures to be sewn into that part. So I am just going to fold that back while I do this part. Move these down just a hair. There we go. All right. So then I'm going to poke a hole in the center, one at the bottom, and then one at the top. Oh. Grab my thread here. 3 times the length. 1, 2, 3. And then a little some more. That way I have plenty if I decide to add beads or whatever. Okay. And then I want to go through the bottom here. Take that out. Oh, come here. You stay there, little Ty. My dog is so spoiled. He will sit there and beg to go out, and then he sits there and works. So that's what he's doing. He's just barking at nothing. Okay. So then pull it snug. Not too tight. You don't want to rip the pages. Do 3 knots. Right over left. Left over right. Right over left again. All right. Oh, nope, this way. And then I am going to go ahead and leave these long, just in case I decide to add some beads or something later. I can do that if I want to. And so that is our little journal. So we can add a closure, which I'll think of what I really want to do there. And we'll do the ephemera. Blank little pages. Now, of course, I might do some of the pages, maybe. But definitely want to get these little pockets filled. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will leave all the links, like I said, in the description box below. Again, I want to thank you all for being here and coming on this journey with me. And I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.